Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Pick a Pile reading. I am that Oracle guy, aka Patrick. That is my name. That is Rosie, looking so deeply depressed and longing out the window. I think she wants to go outside, even though it is freezing today in Brooklyn. A special thank you, as always, to my subscribers for being here. I do very much appreciate you. And for newcomers to the channel, welcome. I'm an Oracle card reader and a tarot card reader on YouTube. What that means is that I like to do Pick a Pile collective readings that uplift you, that motivate you, that remind you of your limitless potential, while at the same time keeping things real. And for today, what I was thinking for our Pick a Pile reading is that we would do one of those week ahead messages, right? So today is Monday, November 13th. So what the week ahead up until Friday, the 17th is gonna look like for you. But let's also recognize that it's a new moon today. It's a new moon in Scorpio. The sun is in Scorpio, the moon is in Scorpio. So this is a really good time to kind of set your intentions, to figure out what it is that you want to manifest through this kind of cycle up until the next, the full moon in a couple of weeks from now, and then up until the next new moon. So a lot of cool newness we're gonna bring in here, but at the same time kind of giving you a glimpse of where you can direct your energy this week, what to expect this week, etc., etc. So if that sounds good for you, stick around and I will take us to the Pick a Pile reading. Again, thank you very much for being here, and I will catch you soon. All right, everybody, welcome to the Pick a Pile reading. What we have in front of us are 3 different Oracle cards. I got these from a buddy in Argentina. They are Oracle cards by Alphonse Maria Mucha. They have these really beautiful illustrations on the back. So what I did is I already pulled 3 of them. I'm gonna show them to you. So for pile number 1, we have this one, which is also the number 15, could be significant to you in some sort of way. For pile number 2, number 34. And for pile number 3, number 28. So what I encourage you to do now is to take at least 3 deep mindful breaths, really connect with your intuition, ground yourself here. Please feel free to pause the video if you need some extra time. I do encourage people also to take 8 deep breaths, because it's just a nice kind of little break to give yourself. 8 is also a really spiritual number. Feel free to pause the video, of course. Maybe grab yourself some water, create a quiet space for you to receive these messages. And whenever you're ready, I've included timestamps in the description for your convenience. And I will see you at your pile. All right, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You selected this Oracle card, number 15, which to me kind of looks like, I don't know, somebody's sort of whimsically sitting there. There's maybe some kind of angel or divine spirit or something showering them with this beautiful star, celestial, universal energy. It looks like this person's kind of amused, right? They have a little bit of I don't know, I want to say that's a smile or something on their face. So these cards, what they're attached to is affirmations. So I'm going to pull in the booklet, and number 15 here, if you want to pause it. The affirmation is celebrate laughter, and it is I appreciate life and live it to the fullest. Fantastic. So I think this is just something that for you to consider with this new moon, something for you to consider in the week ahead is what brings you joy, what energizes you, what makes you happy, what makes you laugh, who makes you laugh, and to kind of lean into that playfully, right? Lean into that with an energy maybe of curiosity, an energy of maybe a little bit of mischief, a little bit of playfulness. Maybe things have been feeling a little bit serious lately, and this week and this next cycle of the moon is encouraging you to just do things that feel good, that feel fun, that feel fulfilling in a joyous way, okay? So let's pull some additional cards for you from the Queer Tarot deck. Further enhance the message. You've got the Ace of Cups, which is lovely. Let's pull a few more. Oh, you got the Star, which is lovely. You got the Moon. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. And let's just start there for now. How does that sound? Okay, cool. So celebrate laughter, celebrate joy. That is something that is going to be really key for you here, okay? I think I mentioned earlier, it's like maybe you've been going through times where it's like maybe things have been a little bit stressful, maybe things have been a little bit busy, maybe things have been a little bit complicated, etc. Because what I'm seeing here with the Moon as well as the Wheel of Fortune is that you might have quite a few sort of ups and downs in your life. Like you might be exiting a cycle of a sort of downward trend for you and coming back around. So what the Wheel of Fortune wants to remind us is that life works in balance. Like life works kind of like a roller coaster. There's ups and downs, and there's like lessons to be had and to be made in everything that happens. That's the good things that happen and the things that we would categorize as bad happening as well. This is just reminding you that everything has its purpose. Everything has its reasons. These are all lessons for you. These are all important stages in your growth, okay? So you're being encouraged not to look at things like, oh man, like I didn't get what it is that I wanted out of that situation, or like why, you know, like you're being encouraged to kind of look even at the downward trends in your life as moments for you to really tap into your values, your integrity, what happiness means to you, what it is that you're ultimately looking for, and to kind of understand yourself a little bit better, all right? But I'm seeing you potentially moving out of this cycle, having a lot more joy and a lot more laughter in your life in an otherwise time that might have been a little intense for you. You know, the Moon is kind of like doing a bit of that shadow work, like feeling pretty vulnerable, like looking within yourself, tapping into your subconscious, sort of admitting and understanding that there are certain things that scare you, that worry you, that cause you anxiety, that maybe keep you up a little bit at night, that are affected by your dreams. So what I'm kind of seeing is you've been going through this period of like deep sort of internal reflection, and maybe some of that has been like a little bit daunting and a little bit scary for you, but you're entering into a cycle now of just like so much laughter and so much like just renewal. Like the Star is about renewal during a period of like finding this beautiful oasis in the desert, feeling totally hopeful that like things are changing for the positive, feeling completely rejuvenated, like you found this oasis of water when you were just so thirsty before. This is like really, really positive, fantastic energy for you. And I'm also seeing you having the capacity to just love yourself more, love the world more, love more people in your life. Like I'm seeing this as you are trusting the process. The process was a little tough maybe for a second there, but this week is going to end. This moon cycle is going to remind you to trust the process, and that everything that is happening, you are on the up and up right now, okay? If you are single and dating has kind of been on your mind, this could also be this could just be the universe saying you're ready for new love. You're ready for maybe to start dating, maybe to meet somebody new, maybe there's somebody there that wants to offer their cup to you. But I'm also just seeing this generally as like much more loving energy flowing to you, flowing for you, okay? Really fantastic. I'm very happy for you. You have a lot of things coming up this week that are good, okay? So definitely remind yourself, tune in with yourself, maybe journal, ask yourself, what does happiness feel like for you? Who makes you happy? What makes you happy? What makes you laugh? What makes you joyful? And lean into that this week, okay? Without any shame, like lean into it in a way that is just really fun and, curious explore these new things. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy you have for this reading is also the Page of Wands. So what that's telling me too is like you're ready. Like you're ready to go on this kind of new journey, this new adventure. Look at this person with their wand, which is right now kind of looks like a little bit of a walking stick, right? Like they're ready to go on some sort of journey. They're ready to take their passion, their creativity, their excitement, their joie de vivre. They're ready to let that take them places. So this good energy, this laughter, this joy is going to take you places if you listen to it and you follow it, okay? It will take you to an oasis. It will take you to new love, all right? Don't allow any of your sort of, there are ups and downs and cycles, but don't allow any of your sort of subconscious fears to stand in the way of what it is that you deserve. And what it is that you deserve is good times and laughter and joy and fun, okay? So remind yourself of that this week. Remind yourself of that during this lunar cycle. Let's pull some additional messages for you. I'm gonna pull some Starseed Oracle cards for you. Let's get some additional messages for pile number 1, something for them to kind of keep in mind during this cycle, keep in mind during this week. What would be a good affirmation for them that can help connect them to this love, this universal love energy, this renewing energy, and encourage a little bit more laughter in their life? What is the message that they need to hear? Okay, listen, that was way too many cards. There's a lot of messages that are available for you, but not that many. Okay, let's see. There we go. You have empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Okay, so what this is also reminding you, maybe this is some of this moon energy, is that you could be a very empathetic person. You could have, the relationships that you've had. Sorry, this is not really like wanting to zoom in right now. Oh no, why isn't it zooming in? Let me see. There you go. You could be a very empathetic person. You could have these wonderful connections. Maybe there's someone in particular. Maybe there's a situation in particular where you really want to feel all of your feelings around it. And maybe people kind of come to you sometimes because you lend such a fantastic ear to them, and you're absorbing quite a little bit too much energy from other people. So what this card is encouraging you to do is, it's not selfish. This is your message. It is not selfish for you to protect your energy. It is not selfish for you to prioritize your own joy, your own life, your own goals, your own laughter, your own energy, okay? Protecting your energy is really foundational, actually, and is one of those, one of those ups and downs cycles of life. You are a very loving person. You are a very renewing person. You are a very joyous person, okay? It is not selfish of you. You are not at any less capacity to love yourself or to love other people by telling people, I don't really have the mental energy for that. I don't really have the emotional energy for that this week or this moon cycle, okay? So you're being reminded to it's very healthy to have a little bit of boundaries. You don't have to absorb everything that you're feeling from other people or from other situations. Trust me, that is a fantastic and beautiful gift to have, to be that empathetic, but protect yourself a little bit and protect yourself to advance yourself, okay? If it's not feeling good, if it's not making you laugh, if it's not renewing this week, just let it go. You know what I mean? Let it go this week is what I'm thinking your exercise has to be. This is now a moment for you to focus on yourself. And the soul truth message that you have for this week is, am I willing? Are you willing to do that? On the back it says, oh, I'm so sorry, it's not wanting to focus. There you go. On the back, it says, you are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Courage is going to be really good for you. Also, trust yourself. Trust yourself. You are being showered with joy and celebration and life right now, okay? So today's soul action is be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra is it's possible. Really, really love that message for you. So yeah, are you willing to establish these kind of boundaries? Are you willing to believe that anything that it is that you deserve, you desire, you deserve? Are you willing to understand that the universe is actually conspiring to give you everything that you want this week, everything that you want this lunar cycle, and everything that you want just in general? So allow that love to open. Allow that trust to open in the universe. Allow yourself to love yourself enough, to trust yourself enough to know that this is what you deserve and that this is what you're gonna get, okay? Keep those boundaries up a little bit. If it doesn't feel right, that might be your intuition telling you. And you know what? It doesn't have to necessarily be forever. Just be like, oh, can we circle back to this next week, actually? I don't have any time for this. I'm prioritizing my own stuff. My own life, my own joy, my own love, my own creativity, okay? Don't be afraid of it. Boundaries are good. All right, pile number 1, that was your reading. Thank you very much for being here. If you liked the video, please give me a like. That lets me know that you guys are digging it. You want me to keep on going. If these messages resonated with you, please feel free to leave a comment. I read and respond to all of my comments. And I would love to like foster a community here in the comment section where people are just like celebrating each other, excited for each other. If you're new here and you're digging the vibe, I encourage you to check out some of my other videos. Please feel free to subscribe as well. Join the clique, join the fam. I love my subscribers. If you're ever interested, you know, these are collective readings and there's a lot of messages that can come through. But if you're ever interested in a private reading, I do offer those. So like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever you're interested in. You can check out thatoracleguy.com for more information. It's the only place that you can book private readings. So just please keep that in mind. Again, thank you very much. And I will catch you at the next one of these. Have a great week. Have a great lunar cycle. All right. Talk to you later. Bye. All right, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You selected the second card, number 34. And what does this look like? It looks like a woman who is maybe holding onto some sort of like door knocker. There seems to be some, I don't know, maybe like an angelic figure, some like overlooking figure who has like some amusement. Like they're kind of like laughing, or maybe they're like a little excited or hopeful for them. There's also this big beautiful bird off in the corner, which is pretty rare. You don't see that very much in this deck. 34 could be a significant number for you in some sort of way. That also reduces down to 7. So if you're looking for like synchronicities around this reading, maybe 7, 7, 7, 7, something like that could be significant for you. And this Oracle deck, what it's about affirmations, okay? So card 34 stands for follow whimsy. Doesn't that person in the background look like a little whimsical? And the affirmation for you is, my creativity is vast and limitless. That is so cool. So this week ahead, and just during this lunar cycle, you're being encouraged to trust in your creativity, trust in your capacity to create something new out of nothing, to evolve things, to make something new out of your week, out of your lunar cycle, out of your life, okay? Maybe you're actually like, maybe you're like an artist too, and it, you know, maybe you've also kind of experienced a little bit of like creative blockages or like, you know, writer's block or something like that. If that is the case, then you're just being reminded that this is part of a cycle for you that you are coming out of. I'm really hearing like trust the process, and I'm really hearing like trust yourself. So these are very good things to kind of ground you into the week ahead. But let's pull some additional tarot card messages for you. You have the 3 of Pentacles. Let's get like 3 or 4 more at least. Whew. You got the Chariot. You've got the King of Pentacles. Let's shift this up a little bit. You got the Hanged Man. And you have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, maybe maybe you are creative, like what you do for work is something creative. Maybe you're kind of like trying to start some sort of like side business or some sort of like hustle. Maybe your creativity is something that gains you money or financial stability or abundance in some sort of way. If that is the case, I'm seeing that you're in this amazing cycle of like perfecting your craft, like honing your craft. You're very diligent. You've been working really hard at it, you know, like you're becoming sort of like an artisan or a master at whatever your trade is, whatever it is that, whatever creativity is linked to in this card for you, you're doing a great job with it, okay? People are noticing, look at how this person is kind of like in flow, all right? You're being encouraged to keep on going, keep creating, keep making things happen, because really it's impossible for anything to stand in your way. I mean, you are the kind of person that can bust through any and all obstacles once you put your mind to something. And look, this rainbow is kind of like this cool continuity, right? Like these figures actually do look pretty similar to one another. So you're being encouraged to keep on going. Believe in yourself, believe in your craft, believe in the expert that you are and the expert that you're becoming, okay? Trust the process, because literally nothing can stand in your way. Not only can nothing stand in your way, but there are actually people in your life that want to support you, that maybe have an expertise that is a little bit different from yours. This is about 3 people coming together, and each of them has like their own expertise, their own mastery of skills, and they're coming together to build this beautiful foundation, okay? So there is very cooperative energy for you in the week ahead and in the lunar cycle ahead. So maybe a question you can ask yourself, if you feel like you've been doing a lot of this work kind of on your own, is like, oh, is there anybody that can provide me like really good feedback or like really good critique or like really good positive criticism around it? Or are there people that have certain set of skills that can like help me consider this in a different way or help me build whatever it is that I'm wanting to build? Because I'm seeing that there's at least 2 people in your life who would be really jazzed to be invited to do that. With you, for you, alongside you, etc. I'm also seeing that this could potentially be a really lucrative thing for you. This is a very, this is the energy. The King of Pentacles makes good investments, makes good long-term investments, does not fool around with where they invest their energy, okay? So this person, if you're thinking of taking something to the next level or really committing to something or really investing your time, your energy, your finances, your money into something, this is a good card that's saying like that those rewards will come back to you, because the King of Pentacles always makes really good sound investments. And part of that is because they move a little slower, right? Like they're very intentional about what it is that they want. This could also be the energy perhaps sometime this week or in this lunar cycle to kind of like focus on the home a little bit. So maybe there's, if there's something that you wanted to buy for your home that you've been kind of putting off that you feel like would complete the look or the aesthetic, this could be a good time to do that. This is also maybe encouraging you to kind of like relax at home a little bit this week, cook yourself a really beautiful meal, move sort of slowly into the week. So if you've been feeling like you want some rest or you want to just relax a little bit more this week, you're definitely being encouraged to do that. But what this is also reminding you is that the home, while it is a physical place, is also something that is within you. So you carry your home everywhere you go. Maybe a question that you could ask yourself this week is like, what does home mean for me? Who is home for me? And how do I carry that everywhere that I go? Okay. Additionally, I'm seeing that this could be a week. I'm also seeing that maybe this is, you've been going through and considering the larger picture. Okay. Maybe this creative venture, this trusting of the process is like, it's like you taking a step back and just being like, whoa, like I see how everything sort of aligns. Or maybe this is one of those kind of like side hustles or something that you're thinking about, and it's taken you sort of like turning your world upside down a little bit to sort of see this as an option and looking at the larger picture of things, which is fantastic and definitely aligned. And that's absolutely something like nothing can stand in your way, whatever it is that you've come to realize here. But what I'm also seeing here is you are you are trusting in the process, right? This person is being hung upside down to look at the world at a different way, to see the larger picture of everything, and to trust in the process more. So if you're ever feeling doubtful or anything like that this week, that is going to be a really good reminder for you, is to trust yourself, trust in your limitless, fantastic creativity, and to trust in the process, and to just know that everything is happening for your highest good at all times, and literally nothing can get in your way. So just keep going, keep working. And, you know, lean on a little bit of support if you'd like. It's totally up to you, but there's at least a couple of people here who want to say something to you about what it is that you're working on. Okay, cool. So we're going to pull some additional cards for you. This is Star Seed Oracle cards. Let's get a message for pile. Ooh, I feel like this one wanted to come out. Let's get a message for pile 2. You are not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. That is so awesome. That is awesome. So yeah, there's something about who you are and your creativity, what you do and how you do it, that is really unique and is really special. Okay. Hey, we're not all for everyone all the time. So if you've been spending a lot of time or energy thinking about like what other people think of you, how is somebody going to receive this kind of energy, like how are they, whatever, don't even spend any time on that at all, okay? Because people could literally not want to celebrate you because what it is that you're doing is something that they wanted to do, you know, and they didn't have enough courage to do it. Like, so just don't allow like any of that energy to cross by you. What I'm seeing here is definitely trust the process. Face your true north, I feel like could be another one of those questions, like what is home for you? What is comfortable for you? What is like, home is something that exists within yourself. So I think that would be a really good exercise for you, is to hone in on what your true north is, but also celebrate everything about you that is like unique and special and different from the way other people do it. Like no one can do things the way that you do things. So that is a very intentional thing for you to keep in mind this week as you're working, as you're going for it, as you're blasting through all of your obstacles, as you're trusting your creativity, as you're trusting the process, okay? Is that you're doing everything exactly the right way. You know, screw whatever anyone else would say about it, especially if they don't have the best intentions, okay? So focus a little bit, you know, celebrate yourself. I think what you should do right now is give yourself a pat on the back for just being who you are, for how far you've come, and how much you're gonna continue to kill it, to rock it, to keep on going, okay? Let's pull an additional message for you. This is a soul truth message. I like these because they kind of have like they have like a cool prompt to consider, and that's feeling very like new moony for me. So let's pull a soul truth message for pile number 2. What is something for them to consider? What is something for them to want to keep in mind? Oh, look at this. Am I afraid to be seen? On the back, it says, the world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no hiding, there is no shame, there is only truth. Live naked and free. So today's soul action is, what parts of me do I hide so that I can be socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. So really, this I think is probably one of the best things that you could do for the new moon. And then this is also just really useful information to hold on to yourself if you're ever experiencing any doubt. This is how you're gonna find your true north, okay? It's to take this action. And don't be afraid to be seen for who you are, for how you contribute, for how you do things, okay? Love yourself, love what you do, and love the way that you do it. That is going to be a really great That could be a mantra for you, actually. I love myself, I love what I do, and I love the way that I do it. That could be a fantastic mantra for you to keep in mind. Maybe write it down, keep it in a place where you can see it every day, say it out loud. But you've got some really cool, you've got really cool energy that is encouraging you to keep on going, keep on being. Don't be afraid to be seen. Don't be afraid to embrace everything that you are, all facets of who you are. So hold on to that this week. Let that be your North Star. And if you're doing some new moon messages, write that down and keep an eye out 2 weeks from now when it's the full moon, how that energy kind of manifests itself, all right? Thank you very much, pal number 2. I do appreciate you being here. If these messages resonated with you, please feel free to give me a like. That lets me know that you guys are digging it. You want me to keep on going. If some of these messages resonated with you and you want to leave a comment, by all means, I read and respond to all of my comments. If you are new here and you're digging the vibe, I encourage you to check out some of my other videos or subscribe, join the fam, join the clique. If you're ever interested also in a private reading, I do offer those. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You can ask a bunch of questions. We can really get into the nitty gritty of your situation. You can check out thatoracleguy.com for more information. It's the only place that you can book, so just keep that in mind. All right, thank you very much. I do appreciate you, and I will catch you at the next one of these. All right, talk to you later. Goodbye. And last, but never least, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You selected 28, which is this image. Kind of looks like a scholar or something, like he has his hands on a couple of books, it looks like. He's kind of staring out into the distance. And around him is kind of like, around his head is this sort of like aura that looks like, it looks like it's kind of like a tile mosaic, but it looks like it's the planets and the stars and stuff. So I'm seeing like potentially a lot of wisdom in this card. 2 and 8 reduced down to 10. So maybe 10 is a significant number for you in some sort of way. Maybe 28 is a significant number for you in some sort of way. Maybe that's something for you to just kind of keep an eye out on this week and then just during this lunar cycle in general, because it is the new moon. So the description for 28 is cultivate distinction. And the affirmation is, I take deliberate action that serves my highest purpose for today. Amazing. So this is definitely asking you to be deliberate in your actions, be deliberate in your words, be really intentional, be really discerning, and to kind of move in a way that is very truthful and honoring of who you are today, of who you will be this week, and what this lunar cycle is, okay? So this is, it feels kind of like a brave card to me, honestly, to move with distinction in that way. So let's pull some additional cards for you. We also have the Judgment card. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? Back of the deck energy for this is the Chariot, which was very similar to some of the other piles. I'm gonna put this off here to the side. Fabulous. Okay, so move forward with distinction. I'm seeing that whatever stands in your way, there's nothing that can stand in your way. When you move forward with distinction, when you are when you have a lot of integrity with who you are, where you're using your experience, using your words, using your mind in a way that is very intentional, okay? I'm seeing that this week could be a week for you to imagine new possibilities. I feel like you are ready to sort of stick up for yourself, to be in more alignment with yourself, to eliminate things that no longer serve you in a way. And you're ready to just kind of like look out into the world and see that there's actually limitless options for you. Like you could go anywhere, you could be anyone, you could do anything. So if this is the energy that resonates with you, like, wow, you just have so many options available to you. You're being encouraged to use that distinction of yours, that for your highest good, okay? And that nothing can stand in your way. So lean into that sort of inspiration, into that openness, into that sort of trusting of the process here, okay? Because I'm seeing that mentally, this could be a new idea. Maybe you've had an idea that you're circling back to now this week where you're like, oh man, like, should I not do this thing? The answer is, if you have had this fantastic idea that jazzes you and lets you think of how limitless everything is, like, go with it. Maybe it's something that you thought about last week and that you're returning to this week. I would say definitely a good energy, good thing to move towards. All right. I'm also seeing with Judgment and with the Six of Pentacles, I'm seeing, well, this is very transformative energy for you, right? You could be experiencing kind of like a rebirth with this thinking, but I'm also seeing that whatever in the past or in the near, whatever recently made you feel like there was a lack of balance, like you've been giving too much, or you've been over compromising, or you've been, the scales were sort of tipped in a way that either drained you quite a bit, or the scales were tipped in a way where you were like, I need to kind of stick up for myself a little bit more. I need to be doing things on my own 2 feet. Like, I need to be like doing things for myself. If there's been any sort of imbalance here, I'm seeing this coming totally into balance. I'm also seeing if there was any people that were like taking advantage of you, or people that were kind of like abusing your kindness or abusing your patience. I'm seeing the universe saying, don't even worry about them. Let me handle this. They're going through their own, transformation. You continue to focus on things that rejuvenate you. You continue to use your discernment for your highest good here. You do not need to dish out the karma, okay? The universe will dish out the karma itself. So I'm seeing a lot of transformation by way of an imbalance. So, hey, somebody's been trying to mess with you, or somebody's been taking advantage of your kindness or your incredible distinction. Use that distinction. Remember that you have a lot of options available for you. Nothing can stand in your way. And let the universe handle it, okay? Because this energy, this potential of just believing and trusting in the process that you can become anything, you can do anything, will actually totally transform you. I'm also hearing forgive yourself for ways that you've had to be in the past, okay? So if you've had to, over compromise, or you weren't defending yourself as much, or you were giving too much, or you let people walk all over you, or whatever it is, forgive yourself for the way that you had to be when you were in more of a lack mindset, because you are completely transforming now and everything is available to you this week. So I think a really good thing for you to do in this week is to keep that in mind, keep these imbalances in mind, and then keep your distinctions in mind, right? Like, to just be asking yourself, does this serve me? Does this serve my highest good? Maybe establish a little bit of boundaries too here, where it's like, no, thank you. That doesn't make any sense. Actually, I don't want to do that. Goodbye. But yeah, start to ask yourself, like, what is for your highest good? In the highest timeline for yourself, what feels like it is the most value to you, and what feels like the most honest to you based off of your experiences, okay? Really good exercise for you to consider for this week, and then also for the new moon cycle in general. Let's pull some additional cards for you. I'm going to pull some cards from this Starseed Oracle deck, which I like. Sorry if the camera keeps going in and out of focus. Let's see. Let's get a Starseed Oracle message for pile number 3, about their week ahead, about this lunar cycle, about trusting themselves. Okay, so empathetic Starseed, you got, these cards do not want to focus. Sorry. Empathetic Starseed is what you got, and it says, energetic sovereignty and absorbing what is not yours, okay? So maybe this is some of that imbalance that's been happening previously, pile number 3, is that you perhaps are a very empathetic person. I mean, this is Cancer energy here, so you could be a Cancer, have it somewhere in your chart, but Cancers are very empathetic people, and they can sometimes absorb a little bit too much of like what other people are feeling or what a circumstance feels like they just get the vibe, you know, and it's like sometimes it's icky energy and it's really hard to like let go of. What you're being encouraged this week and this lunar cycle is that you do not need to absorb things that do not belong to you, okay? It doesn't make you like it doesn't make you like a bad person. It doesn't make you like any less of an empathetic, sensitive, caring, loving friend, family member, whatever. Prioritizing a little bit of selfishness in your life is actually not a bad word. Like, you need to establish some boundaries, and it's sometimes what I like to say to people too is that no is a complete sentence. So if something doesn't vibe with you and you want to use that distinction to just be like, no, that doesn't make any sense, actually, you could just be like, no, you know, that could be at the most core. But, you know, if someone's kind of just trying to take a little bit too much of your energy this week, you're being encouraged to establish a little bit of boundaries, you know. Maybe that's something that you can circle back to next week, you know. Maybe you can ask them that, hey, can we talk about this next week? I'm a little busy this week, whatever it is. But, you know, definitely keep that in mind. Like, it is not selfish for you to not absorb the energy of like everyone and everything around you, okay? And then you also have loosen your grip. Sorry. There you go. Loosen your grip. So this is coping mechanisms, dead city, addiction, let God in. So yeah, maybe this is encouraging you to release and surrender a little bit, to trust in the process. You don't need to very firmly control every single aspect of this evolution and of this change. You need to use your discernment. You need to ask yourself, what is your highest good? What is your highest purpose? What are little steps that you can take towards that every single day? But other than that, you know, just imagine all of the possibilities and release yourself into them a little bit, okay? This is a really fantastic transformative period for you. Additionally, if you've been maybe there's been like a little bit of an imbalance in a way. This is what I'm saying, like a little bit too much like giving, a little bit too much receiving, maybe not listening quite as much. You know, maybe some over drinking, over indulging in some substances or something like that. You're also being encouraged this week to kind of bring that into a little bit more balance and bring that into a little bit more moderation, okay? It's just going to have you feeling more intentional, feeling more clear-headed, feeling more capable to move forward in whatever it is that you desire and whatever it is which is what you deserve, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind this week. Maybe something to set an intention for the week, and set an intention for 2 weeks from now when there's a full moon, okay? We're gonna additionally pull a soul truth message for you. Let's see, we got some soul truth messages for you, and you got, to whom am I comparing myself right now? This just does not want to focus, okay? And then on the back it says, what you were able to see in another, oh my God, I'm so sorry. What you were able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you. So today's soul action is today, stop comparing and start creating. Okay? No one can do anything the way that you can do it uniquely in your own way. There is no such thing as like competition in that way. There's like enough resources available for everyone at all times. But comparison can sometimes be a little bit of a robbing of your joy in a way. So just remember that when you're in doubt, use your discernment and ask yourself, is this feel like it is for my highest good? Does this feel like it is for my highest purpose? Is it transformational? You know, is it in balance with with what it is that I want internally in my own happiness, in my own joy, in my own laughter, okay? And if it doesn't feel that way, you don't need to do it, you know? You can move towards something that feels exciting for you, that feels honest for you. And remember and trust the process. Again, let God in. All that you need and want is within you. When you hone in and master this idea, you're totally unstoppable. Okay? So that is a really, really good thing for you to think about this week, for you to hold on to yourself this week. All that you need and want is within you. Can you believe that? Can you trust that? Can you create towards that, knowing that anything you desire is what you're gonna get? All right, pal number 3, that was your reading. Thank you very much for being here. If you liked the video, please give the video a like. That lets me know that you guys are digging it and you want me to keep on going. If some of these messages resonated with you, please feel free to leave a comment. I read and respond to all of my comments. If you are new here and you're digging the vibe, please feel free to check out some of my other videos and subscribe, like join the fam, join the clique. Again, these are collective readings, but if you ever wanted like a private reading or to ask very specific questions just for you, one-on-one, I do offer those 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You can find more information at thatoracleguide.com. It is the only place that you can book private readings, okay? So that's just something for you to keep in mind. Again, thank you very much. I do appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you at the next one of these. All right, talk to you later. Goodbye.